AsianJeff has just updated some of his Fortnite settings as well as changed his entire setup. Here's what it looks like on screen. You can see he now has a standing desk. With that, he's got the new Logitech G Pro X Superlight 2. His mousepad got updated too. That's the X-Set bandana mousepad in XL size, but that just got updated again to the 4D gaming rose, as you can see from his stream here. His keyboard is still the same. That's the Razer Huntsman V3 Pro in 10 key less. His monitor is new. That's the Alienware AW2523HF, that's a 360Hz monitor, and he still has the Biodynamic DT990 Pros. Oh, and for his PC specs, here they are. He's got the Intel Core i9-13900K, the Asus ROG Strix Z790E gaming motherboard, 64GB of G-Skill Trident C RGB RAM, a GB RTX 4090 graphics card, and a ton of storage with his Samsung 980 Pros M.2 SSDs. Next up, we've got his settings. Now, for his resolution, he's using a custom res of 1720 by 1080, which gives you a huge FPS boost as well as bigger looking player models. If you want this resolution, here is a tutorial on screen. He's also got his frame rate limit at 360 FPS to match his monitors, and he's also got the rendering mode on performance, which also gives you a pretty big FPS boost. His brightness is at the max, 150%, and his colorblind mode is on Triton Up on the max, strength number 10. He's also got his view distance on far, which gives you a pretty significant advantage. His textures are on high and his meshes are on low. He's got auto open doors turned on, both mantles are on hold jump and press jump. He's got disable pre-edit turned off, and his auto confirm edits are on none, so each edit he makes and reset is all manual. His reticle ammo indicator is turned on, which adds a little indicator. His damage numbers are on cumulative, which automatically adds up all the damage dealt. His reticle feedback is currently off with his damage number scale on the max, and he also has his HUD scale on 75%. His sound quality is on high, which sounds the best, and I also believe he's got the visualize sound effects turned on, which adds a little indicator at the top of your screen of all the different sounds in game. Next, we've got his new sensitivity change. Now, he is currently using an X sense of 8%, a Y sense of 8%, a targeting of 35%, and a scope sense of 35%, with building and editing both on the default 100%, and all of these are now on a mouse DPI of 800, which, if you want to know why pros use high DPI, check out this video. In addition, I also believe he's using the default Windows sense with mouse acceleration disabled. As for his movement, he is currently using it with the forward angle on 65, strafe angle on 90, and backward angle on 135. Moving on to his keybinds, his movement is all pretty much default with jump on space, sprint on C, crouch on left control. His use key is on E and mouse wheel up, harvesting tool is on 1, slot 1 to 5 is on 2 to 6. Then we've got his wall on F1, his floor on F2, his stairs on X, his roof on Z, and his trap on T, with his repair and upgrade on H, his rotate building on R, and finally his building edit on F with the mouse wheel reset on scroll wheel down. Moving on, here are some additional settings you should be using to increase your FPS and lower your ping. Next, we've got the best Windows settings. Inside the control panel under the privacy setting, you want to uncheck all 4 of these right here. Then if you go into the background applications, you want to simply uncheck all these and stop them from running in the background. After that, in the advanced system settings, go under performance. Then under visual effects, you want to adjust for best performance and then tick these essential settings on screen. After that, I like to go into the device manager under high precision event timer, and some people say that if you disable this, it can boost your FPS. It's something you should try, and if not, just re-enable it. I also like to go into the run box and type in temp. I then like to select all of these and simply delete them. I do this again with percentage sign, temp percentage sign, and yet again with prefetch. Also, while the game is running, I press Ctrl Alt Delete, go into the task manager, I then find Fortnite, right click on it, go to details, then right click on the top exe, set the priority from the default normal to high. Oh, if you go into gaming too, specifically under the game bar, you want to ensure that that is turned off, as it can give you micro stutters. As well, in the search, if you type in power plan, click edit power plan, then change advanced settings, you'll notice by default it's on a normal power plan. Instead, you want to change that to high performance, which, as you can imagine, will make it perform at a higher level. Next, we've got the best Nvidia settings. Now, straight away, I recommend using the latest driver. It's something Epic Games themselves recommend. Alternatively, you can use an older driver like any of these legendary ones on screen. After that though, if you go inside your Nvidia control panel, then click use advanced 3D image settings, then simply use all of these that have been optimized on screen in this video right here. Next, we've got the best network settings. Straight away, you want to update your network drivers to make sure these are the latest ones available. Then want to go into your network settings and basically set them up like I've got on screen. These are essentially the best network settings you can use. Just make sure to copy one for one what I'm using on screen right now. After that, you can use the lowest ping DNS server, which Epic Games themselves recommend. Just go into your network settings as shown on screen. Then in the DNS section where you put the address, you can put in a custom one. And to find out which one is the best one for you, you can use DNS benchmark, or you can type in this command on screen inside the CMD. So starting off in the Epic Games launcher, you want to head to the top right into the settings, then scroll down to where it says desktop notifications and simply disable show free games and show news and special offers, as these can cause FPS stutters when they're pushed out, so it's best to disable both of them. After that, you can scroll down slightly and open up Fortnite. You can tick the additional command line box and you can put in these 3 different commands if you'd like, although I have heard that they don't actually do anything this season, but I like to just try them anyway. Next, in the library where you see Fortnite, click on it and then go into the options, and inside here you want to uncheck high-res textures for a slight FPS boost. You want to uncheck DirectX 12 shaders as we're going to use performance mode, and I also recommend using the pre-downloaded stream assets as this can help you big time with ping. You can also go into the Epic Games launcher folder on Windows inside that engine file right there and actually paste in this command that I'll have in the description below. And what this does is it increases your download speeds on the Epic Games launcher, so you'll download game updates way faster than before. Next, on your desktop, press Windows key and R, then type in %sign local app data, then you want to press F, scroll down until you find Fortnite game, and this right here is what we're going to be resetting. We're essentially going to delete it, but if you're a bit worried about that, you can make it back up, but I'm just going to go ahead and go straight for it and literally press the delete button, and just like that, it's been deleted. And the reason for this is it gets rid of all the old outdated files and replaces them with brand new ones. If you scroll down to the Fortnite game folder, you'll see it's reappeared with brand new fresh settings. Just go inside of it, then go into saved, then config, then Windows client, and here is your fresh game user settings config file. So if you slowly scroll down until you get to these global illumination quality settings, you want all of these on 0. Just change them from 1 to 0. Another thing I recommend disabling is the energy saving modes. Apparently these can give you a slight FPS boost, so you want to change both of these to false if you can. If you scroll down, you will find the scalability groups. Now the resolution quality, I do highly recommend using 100, as this will give you the best quality. Some people do lower this value slightly if they want more FPS. View distance I talked about earlier, I like having that on a higher one. And then for all of these settings right here, they should be on 0. So for shading quality, go ahead and turn that off. Same with foliage quality. And then you want landscape quality off too. I believe that's a new setting. But all of these off or on 0 should give you more FPS. After, don't forget to click File and then Save. Oh, as well, inside the Epic Games launcher, I also like to verify the files to make sure these are all good for the brand new chapter. And that right there was everything you need to know about AsianJeff's updated Fortnite settings, as well as his brand new setup. If the video helped, feel free to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel. And before you go, check out any of these other helpful videos on screen right now.